Haua and their rangatiratanga via various means and now alienated beyond reach, but we are proud to support this bill.
Ko Louise Upston.
Tēnā koe te mana whakawā, tēnā koe te whare. Raurenga tērā mā, tēnei te mihi ki a koutou I runga I te kaupapa o te rā. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I stand before you in this House as the proud Member of Parliament for the Taupo electorate. The anchor at the northern part of the electorate is, of course, your mighty Mangatautari. What is connecting the people of the Taupo electorate is the Waikato River, and the mountain that anchors the south is Tongariro. So the places that are referred to in this House today, the names and places where tragedy has occurred, where wrongs have been undertaken, and where blood has lain on the ground, are places that I work and that I love and that I'm raising my children. So this particular first reading and the generosity of Ngati Haua and Ngati Koroki Kahukura to allow your first reading to be read together as a cognate bill is neighbouring iwi, as iwi in my electorate. I know how closely you work together, and I know that it was not a difficult decision for you to agree to this first reading to be combined. But I think it's a particularly special moment for your Member of Parliament to be able to speak in the first reading of this House. Some of you would have travelled here to Parliament before. For many of you, it will be your first occasion. And I do think that I was disappointed that I wasn't able to attend the deed signing for Ngati Haua. But it was, December last year, a beautiful, sunny, shiny day at the base of Mangatautari when the deed was signed for Ngati Koroki Kahukura. And one of the things that will always be a very lasting impression for me is the generosity that you show. And I want to honour you as a people in coming to an agreement. I think to say in this House that is a deal dishonours you as a people and what you brought to the table over many, many years to get to this point. And I have seen it, I've been part of it, I've witnessed it in a way that I feel is extraordinary. And your generosity, even recently around the Pukeatua Cemetery, is yet another example of your generosity. And that I want to honour you in this House as a people who have reached an agreement with incredible generosity and with the real intention around being able to say we take nothing away from the horror and the injustice and the indignity of the past. We acknowledge that very clearly. And when the Minister stands on your marae and offers the Crown apology, that is heartfelt in a way I've never seen a Minister of the Crown speak. And that allows for that part of our collective history, not to be forgotten, but for a chapter to be concluded so that we can move on with the next part. And, very importantly, for the resolution around and the agreement around Mangatautari, it was an issue that divided a community in a way I've never seen before. And the intensity of feelings and the real ignorance and the lack of understanding, but the generosity when you turned up and were patient and understanding and shared your experience to make sure we could get to a point with the Minister's incredible commitment to get to a point of agreement that the community at large could be proud of. Because at the end of the day, the Mangatautari Reserve is something that is special to all New Zealanders and something that we do and want to share with the world. And that meant an enduring agreement. And so I'm enormously proud of you here in the gallery representing your iwi for what that took. And the job for us now, and I say us, is to make sure that the wider community continue to know and understand and respect the history to get us to this point, but more importantly, what that provides for us and the future. My only regret, Mr. Speaker, is that I'm no longer a member of the Māori Affairs Select Committee, so I won't get to share the next part of this journey. Because with you, with Raukawa, I'm very, very clear how important this is to you, to your young, for completing the past, but more importantly, securing the future. So thank you for being here physically in the chamber. Thank you for your generosity, and I look forward to the day that we stand together in the third reading of your legislation. Kia ora.
Honourable Tauhanari.
Mea tūtahi kei a koutia ko rangatira tēnā koutia.